Good afternoon, class, and welcome to your virtual course. My name is Dr. Araipur, and you can call me Dr. A if you like. You have been sent several emails. Here's the home page of Canvas. And the way I've set it up is that I put numbers there, so you just follow the numbers. Number one, there was a welcome message. It's a minute or 2 minutes long, welcoming you to the course. I'm very happy to have you here. Let me put this in student. The second one, the class philosophy. In short, it basically indicates this is a community where everybody is welcome and everybody is here to help one another, and it's all about pure respect. Announcements. This was sent to you and emailed to you. Under the announcements, we had the recorded orientation, an old one. Welcome to your virtual course. Welcome on orientation. Welcome to your virtual course. We've had all of those, and they were sent to you, emailed to you, and you can find them under the announcement. The next one, number 4, has several steps: syllabus, modules, homework, practice test, discussion forum, exam. This is what I want you to pay attention to. Over here, I'm telling you where to find the office hours. And then at the bottom says, if you want to come to the Zoom meeting for this course, just click on the left column, Zoom meeting, and join. So I hope you don't mix them up. So under the Zoom meeting, it's very clear on the home page. It says meeting takes place here. But this is not, this is the office hours. All right, having said that, let's go over everything. Let's start with the syllabus. Under the syllabus, you find the syllabus and the calendar that normally we put it under the syllabus. I put it here because I wanted to make sure it's completely separate and you have access to it separately. It's so important. Basically, the syllabuses we cover maybe about a section or so per day. And the very first assignment is called a mandatory introduction assignment to My Open Math, which I'm going to refer to it as MOM for short from now on. By the way, date of the first exam, it takes place in about 4 weeks, and then the second one and so forth. By the way, all the exams are set up for Saturday, so you are relaxed and you can do a good job on that. Here's the syllabus. First, welcoming you to the course, then explaining about the course number, section number, time, Zoom meeting, all of the above. Because syllabi are getting larger and larger, I put them in this format where we have the topic, so you can look at the topic of interest. I'm going to cover it pretty fast. You can come back to it anytime it's posted. So first we have the material, okay, course description, which basically we cover differentiation and integration. The text is by OpenStax. It's Calculus 1 and it's free. Also, you can grab it from here or from My Open Math. I will show you. The digital homework by Open Math. Here's the calendar, and basically every few weeks we have an exam. And as far as the final is shown here, the date of the final. Then we have meetings and important dates, calculators, tech support for My Open Math or MOM, the digital platform that we use, and the campus. And in case you have Canvas question, you can call them. Math Tutorial Center, grading policy. I want to show you this table. It's easier to deal with that first. Online homework, 300 points. There are 4 exams, 100 points each, and a final 300, giving you a total of 1,000 points. What I want to explain is that the homework, you really should have an easy time getting all those 300 points for a simple reason. When it comes to homework, as long as it's done before the due date and however amount of time it takes you, that's fine. So because the purpose of that is learning. The final, although it's comprehensive, it's mainly based on the previous 4 exams. So It's a point system. 90% is an A, which means 900 points or more. 80% is a B, that means 800 points or more, so on and so forth. Also, I want to add this point here that the first 4 exams, the lowest grade may be replaced by the final, as long as the following is true. Number 1, the final is good. That means B or 80% or higher. Number 2, the homework is good. You have to work on your homework 90% or higher. And this action will result in a higher letter grade. If we do that and it doesn't change the letter grade, it defeats the purpose. There is no makeup policy. If something happens, you have a proper documentation, that's not a problem. However, understand this, although we meet on certain days, the exams are set up for Saturdays, except the final, which has a specific date set up by the campus. So I want you to be relaxed when you take the exam. For late work, some of the assignments have a late work possibility with 10% deduction. You don't want to do that. It really hurts to get ready for each exam. This concept of a CSU will be 36. This is a 3-unit course. For every unit, we need 3 times the number of units hour per book. So for this one, we need a 9-hour work per week to be successful. Then I have other information for you, such as the dropping policy, disabilities, plagiarism. CSULB commitment, basically everybody is here for you. They want the best for you, and everybody is here to make sure that you succeed. And there are various, types of helps available, including basic needs. What I want to go over is the summary step to success. You want to read your notes. Remember, you have the notes, you have the PowerPoints, whatever. And you do your reading and then study the corresponding section as follows. Carefully studying the lecture PowerPoints. And part B, I want you to pay attention to this one. Creating a formula sheet. What I suggest is making up an index card or 2, no more than 2, per section. You put important information such as formulas and so forth there. If need be, a simple example in the back of it, that's fine. By the time you get to the exam, you have somewhere between 5 to 10, index cards maximum. So that would be the best course of action for many, many, many students. Do the examples, do the homework. Office hour is posted on the home page of Canvas. You can also find it here, my email address, and some more information about the semester. So that's the synopsis of the syllabus. So if we go back to the home page, the next one is the modules, and we can find a lot of things under the modules. So let's stick to it. You can either go to modules right here or the left navigation bar. The very first thing you come across is my Open Math. You don't need a course ID for that. All you have to do, click on this, everybody. Either you already have an account with them, so use your username and password, or you don't, you make up an account. And all you have to do, just come up with username, password, so on and so forth. So it's very straightforward. The first thing under the module gets you into your digital platform, MOM or my Open Math. The next one is a recorded lecture. This is my YouTube channel. Every lecture has been recorded and posted. Okay, everybody? So for any reason you missed a lecture, make sure you watch this, and you may need to watch it several times. So back to modules. The first one, my Open Math. The second one is the lectures, recorded lectures, my YouTube channel. The third one is what we are going to really start, exam 1 module. I'm going to come back to this, show you the next one is exam 2 module, so which is very similar to that, exam 3 module, exam 4 module. At the end, we have the final exam review. I have the word problems. I have PowerPoint format. I have the solution. For now, we don't want to worry about that because this is coming up, obviously, later on. Also, I have some TI calculator command if anybody is interested. So for now, let's go to exam 1 module. What do we start with? I like to start with PT or practice test or exam review. Now, why do I start with this? Because I like you to spend a few minutes reading the whole thing. Why? Because this tells you the synopsis of what you need to be successful in the first module. This covers the whole thing. And if I were you, I would either print this or download it into my computer. And as soon as I'm done with the section, for example, I'm done with 1.6, not only you do your homework in my open math, you do these questions. So all you have to do one question per day. That's all it takes. Just one question per day. You'll be at top of your game. You don't have to do a lot, class. Now, by the way, it does have the key, okay? So you do the work and consult with the key. Going back to the module. Instead of going over the second one, I want to go over the third one because the last one is the exam review. Now, what do you find in the exam review? In the first one that we had, some of the more difficult questions, I'll put them here, or something very similar to that for the exam. And I've gone over the solution with details step by step. So going back to the modules. This is what you really need when I lecture. So pay attention to this. What do you find there? You find the first module, PowerPoints, in the form of a PowerPoint or a PDF file. That's your choice. If you go with the PowerPoint, you put it in slide mode. That's how we are going to cover it, and we start today. You don't have to write any definitions, any proofs. Everything is there. Just pay attention, make sure you all soak it in and get the concept. However, when we get to the examples, I do have the examples so you don't have to write it, but we go over the solution. That's where you start writing the solution with details, step by step, everybody. Write the solution step by step. Again, where do you find this? Under the modules, exam one module, the one in the middle, those are your lectures, PowerPoints, everything is there. You don't have to write anything with the exception of solution to examples. So going back to the homepage, we covered everything. Now we have the discussion forum. Again, you can click on the discussion forum here or the discussion forum here. What do you find there? Number one, you find the student bios. I put mine here as an example. Please write yours. Let your fellow students get to know you. If you want to write a comment, if you want to answer anybody, please do so with respect, please. And the second one is FAQ, frequently asked questions. In the past, students had some questions. I put them here. For example, one of the questions is course ID. Do I need a course ID for MOM, my open math? The answer is no, because we register under the modules right here through Canvas. And there are more. Please, it takes only a few minutes of your time to read it. So if you happen to have any questions, first read this. Now, this is a big one. A lot of students ask that I send an email / announcement that tells you the password and the information about each exam. If you miss that, you can go to the announcement and find it. So every exam is password protected. You have access to the password. 1 week in advance, it will be sent to you and you can find it under the announcements. So the next thing that I want to do now, I want to look at my open math. So here's my open math. And the very first thing at top is mandatory assignment or introduction to my open math. Again, a lot of people have already started it and they have registered. So take a look. What happens when you start it? So this basically helps you get familiar with my open math. This has got nothing to do with the course. So first we want to put this number 84.8662. The next one says, put the same number, but this time want to round it to the nearest hundred. So 84.8. Next to it is 6. This is the number that we are concerned with. Since next to 6 is another 6, this goes up to 7. That's rounding. Can I divide by 0? The answer is no. It's undefined. They don't use undefined. They use DNE, stands for does not exist. Now notice, the moment I submit the question, it check marks, means I've done it. It's been registered. I got my points. I can move on to the second question. And that's all there is to it. This is just to familiarize yourself with my OpenMath. Now, if something comes up, I can't finish the work and I want to come back to it. If I click on done, notice what happens. It registers my work and it gives me the point. And then it says the rest are unattempted. So anytime I can come back to it before the due date, I can resume. I'm going to exit now. And that grade has been given to me for now. And it will be updated when I go back. The next one, pay attention to it, is algebra review pretest. So this is a required algebra review pretest designed to assist you in revisiting fundamental algebraic concepts. I can't emphasize the importance of this one. If you happen to have any problem with algebra and prior knowledge of mathematics, this is going to help you. That's why this needs to be done by the time we come back next week. I expect it to be done. So take a look at the first one. For example, this is a vertical line. They are asking for the slope. The vertical line slope is undefined. So they don't have the word undefined. We're going to write does not exist. This one is a horizontal line. I hope you remember the slope is 0. And now I'm going to go back. I forgot to put a submit question. So it check marks it for me, gives me the point. I'm going to submit this question. It check marks it and gives me the point. Now notice what happens next. I want you to pay attention. We are supposed to find the slope for the two pairs here and here. Find the m or slope. And as you recall, it's y sub 2 over y sub 1, or y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, rise over run. And then we want to see the relationship between the two. Two lines are parallel if they have equal slopes, perpendicular if they have a negative reciprocal. And here's the interesting part. Take a look. There is a video here. Let's say I forgot or I have any doubts. I can watch the video before I answer the question here. Now, some of these questions have videos. This one has a video. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. This question has a video. And this question has 2 of them. My point being, this will help you get the knowledge you need in case you forgot with regards to algebra. If we go down, you see that there are 40 questions. Everything that you need, including logs, are here. So that should be truly helpful. If I click done again, notice it says, okay, you did the first 2 questions, you got your points, but the rest are unattempted. You can resume it or exit. I exit whenever I come back. It's ready for me to finish it before its due date. Now, I put the exams at top also because I don't want anybody to lose that when the time comes. It's really right at top of the page after the 2 assignments. We have the course description. Now we have the calendar. Take a look at the calendar. It shows that we have this introduction assignment. We have this algebra review. And here's the exam. Right before the exam, all of your homework are due. Does that mean I should wait until then? Absolutely not. Please do your homework as soon as I finish the section. If you wait till then, you will not have enough time to master the material and nail the exam. I guarantee you. Why did I put it there? Because in the past, sometimes students couldn't do their homework until the weekend. They were working, and I didn't want to have to reactivate it for them. So pay attention to that. Then we have module 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the modules that are going to cover as we did discuss it in Canvas. So what is module 0? Basically, those are resources, as it says, text, gradebook, calendar, late pass calculators, review chapters. So let's see what we find there. First, these are the pages of some books that you can find for sections 1.6 and 2.1, the concept of the sequences. Then this is a calculus that you can click on it here or click on it here. This is your text. And on the left side where it says view online, that would be the best option. Okay. In some instances, you may not need the text, but in any event. Then we have things like, for example, a graphing calculator, another graphing calculator, or for example, a scientific calculator. So take a look. This is a scientific calculator. So my point being, we've provided everything for you for free, okay? Then how to use a late pass calendar, so on and so forth. The information is here. The late pass, in case you're late for some of the assignments before the due date, you have to pick up a late pass. Free online calculators, for example, Desmos, and if you don't know how to use it, there is a video that explains it. I want you to pay attention to this one. This chapter review. When you do the algebra review, for any reason you feel uncomfortable, you want to pay attention to this chapter review, everybody. I have review of functions. Starts with the objectives, some videos, and then the assignment. This is not going to be graded, everybody, but it is available. Basic class of functions, some basic trigonometric functions, building functions from old ones, inverse functions, exponential and logarithmic functions, factoring, everything you need to get you ready for the courses here. But as I mentioned, check it out. If you don't need the review, so be it. What happens in module 1? Take a look at how it starts. It starts with some texts and where you find those texts. Then it continues with some videos. Now, the video lectures that we are going to have, if it's not enough for any reason, I highly recommend you watch at least one of them. Normally, none of them is long. So watch, see if they are helpful, and they are helpful. And now you're ready to do the homework. If you click on the homework just as before, when you start, look at this. This homework has a video. So if need be, you can watch the video. This one has it. This one doesn't. So some of them have videos, and this is asking for, okay, this is A sub 1 is the first term is 3. The second term is 4. Those are given class. A sub 1, first term, A sub 2, fourth. And it says if you want any term, A sub n, the one before that, this means the one before that, A sub n minus 1 plus, and this one is before this one. So add up the previous one. 3 and 4 is 7. If I want the next one, 7 and 4 is 11. And the next one is 18, according to this formula. And if I submit the question, it check marks, okay, and I can move on to the next. But like I said, something has come up, I can't finish it. I click on done. It gives me my points, and it says the rest are unattempted. I can resume or exit. And that's all there is to it. So let me quickly recap everything for you. When you go to your course, this is the home page. And I have put the numbers, a welcome message, class philosophy, announcements, syllabus, modules, homework, practice test, office hours. This last one tells you if you want to get into class, you click on this Zoom meeting and you join. Again, the home page. The thing I want to refresh your memory are two things. Under the syllabus, you can find two things, the syllabus and the calendar. Under the modules, you can find a lot of things. First, you register with my OpenMath. Second, this is the recordings of previous PowerPoints, my YouTube channel. And over here, for now, you want to be concerned with the first module only. This is a practice test or exam review, and this is a more detailed version of that. And this is where you can find everything. Right now, this is what you want to be concerned with, because as we go over the lecture, you want to be able to get this and you don't have to write anything. So that's the canvas. And when you go to my OpenMath, you start with the introductory assignment to MOM, algebra review. And whenever you're ready, you start with module 1. Remember, module 0 is all about resources. Module 1 starts with some objectives and lecture notes. You can find the text here, and then the videos and the actual homework starts here. So I hope everybody's comfortable with the concept, and I wish everybody best of luck and happy studying.